Hey guys, how's it going? Fix that camera. Appreciate you guys joining the stream today. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Go ahead and fix this camera here. Fix this camera here. Let's go right there. There we go. There. That's a lot better. There we go. There. That's a lot better. There we go. There. That's a lot better. There we go. All right. Let's actually turn this light on over here. Should give us a little bit more light. I'm gonna have to probably adjust some of the filtering here. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna head over here and take a look at this capture device real fast. Let's go ahead and bump this up. We'll put it right back to where it was, maybe. And smoothness probably needs to go up. That's pretty good. All right. Go ahead and jump right in here. All right. How are we doing today? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Good. Okay. Making some progress here. Make sure everything's all good to go. Alright guys, how many warheads do you guys think I'm gonna eat today? Anybody have any idea? And guys, I have one question for you today. What is the best tea that you have ever had? The best tea. Hot tea, not Chick-fil-A sweet tea, because Chick-fil-A sweet tea is really good. We're talking hot tea. So I have had some really good Christmas like teas that are like comfort. They're like holiday teas, holiday blends, I guess. But this one tea that I have right now, it is lavender chamomile tea, and it is delicious. So good, so good. All right. So guys, today I actually had a pretty good day at work today. I got quite a bit done. I was working on a couple different projects, but we had a lot of meetings today. So it was overall a pretty good day. I also had my performance review, and that went actually really well. So I was pretty happy with that. It's always kind of awkward sometimes when you go into performance reviews, and then it's just like, and then you just sit there and you don't really know what to say. Like, you know, when good things are said about you, you don't really know how to be humble yet at the same time, you know, agree with them about the things that, you know, you've done well. Or whenever there's bad things that come up, you don't really know if you're supposed to like argue against it, but you're not really supposed to in performance reviews. But at the same time, you know, you don't want to just sit there and just be like, well, you know, whatever. So yeah, so then I also had a weird dream last night too. Have you guys had weird dreams? My dream was, it was like this traveling wanderer who was like the founder of this organization, kind of like a guild, that they're like the keepers of the the light bubbles or something like that. And they were like these golden light spheres that were formed from light in the morning on the rooftops of buildings. But nobody knew they were up there. Nobody knew they existed except for this guild. And this one founder guy, it was a really weird dream. Long story short, this founder guy, he had achieved like some kind of immortality. He was a wandering traveler, so nobody knew that he existed anymore. But the guild that he used to be the founder of, they are still going, and they collect like these light bubbles. I don't know what else to call them, but they're literally like spheres that are made out of the light hitting like the dew on the ground. It's like a special alchemical reaction or something like that. And these glass spheres would form, or not glass, but like light spheres would form, and they were used as like a trading currency. This is where it gets like really weird, is that like they're using this trading currency, but nobody knows where they come from, and they have a specific use, but my dream didn't go over the specific use. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Stormlight Archive. The Stormlight Archive is like one of my favorite series. Actually, let's go take a look at that real fast. And if you guys haven't ever heard of it, you should definitely go check it out. Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. And it is basically like a fantasy. It's a fantasy series, but it's set in this universe called the Cosmere. It's pretty awesome. But anyways, so their whole currency system, the money system, revolves around spheres of stormlight. And what stormlight is basically when this special kind of storm called the Everstorm, or not the Everstorm, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but high storms, they come through like regularly for a certain season, and they kind of go all the way around the globe and come back, and it's like a forever storm. It just keeps going and going and going. And every time it passes by, it infuses all the spheres, or basically gemstones that are embedded in glass spheres. It infuses them with light. So anyways, it was something like that. And they used, based on the size or the value of the chip, based on how much stormlight it can hold, they turn around and use that to, barter and trade and sell and stuff like that. But anyway, so in my dream, it was like these spheres of light. So I don't know if it was influenced by that. I haven't read those books in a while. But it was influenced by, maybe it was influenced by that, but it was these spheres of light that are tradable. And in my dream, the story that kind of revolved around the founder, who is now this wandering lone traveler. And he comes across this instance where these people are in need. Like the mother's dying, she's on her sick bed and she's dying. She needs medical help, but she can't afford it. So he, ever the helper, ever trying to help people in need, he goes and he collects some spheres from where he knows to find them, up on the rooftops, which is kind of weird now that I think about it, because why would nobody ever go up on the rooftops? But it is what it is. It's a dream, dreams don't always make sense. So he went and got spheres, but then he was discovered by a guild member who told him off for going up there. She was really, really mad. And she basically told him that he needed to hand over the spheres, and that he must swear an oath of secrecy that he wouldn't tell anybody. And he has like some simple one-liner that he has need of, or someone has need of these spheres, and he basically tells her that this is what the guild was founded for, was to help those in need, not to make a profit, whatever. And then eventually he basically threatens her and tells her that he'll tell everybody where the spheres are found, like how they can get spheres for free, if she doesn't let him go. So she ends up letting him go, and he goes and gives the spheres to the person in need. And I woke up around that time. But anyways, it was a really interesting storyline, and I think I kind of want to expand on that at some point. I definitely need to write it down before I forget it, because I tend to forget my dreams, even though they're pretty cool dreams. But anyways, yeah, so a little off topic there, but Stormlight Archive, though, that is a good series. You guys really need to jump into that if you guys have never read that, and if you want to be in for a good good book, a good story. That's Stormlight Archives. Right on track. All right, guys. Well, today I think we're gonna jump right into some VS Code here. Jump back into the trivia. So let's go take a look at the stream objectives. We were working on the front page for trivia last we checked. So let's go take a look at the checklist here. So let's see. We've got set a timer for each question to appear, then the correct answer to be shown. So we have a set a timer, but there's another part to that we don't have done yet. And the other part of that first section, so I kind of want to split it out, is we've actually set the timer, which you guys can see right here over in this code over here. We set a timer. Now we need to actually display the question. Actually display question during timer. Actually display or show correct answer when question timer is done. Okay. So let's do that, and let's actually do this. Okay. So we did set this first one, so let's go ahead and check that off. Once we display the question, we get the question to display and then show the correct answer. Then we need to start working the second half of this, which is taking the answers from chat and storing them in the server to output them, you know, who won the game at the end of the trivia game. All right. So we have our objectives for the stream today. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And in case you guys were wondering, how do you finish a project? Well, you finish a project by just doing it. But no, you need to have a clear path mapped to get to the end of your project. And if that means that, you know, you don't touch the project until you have an exact idea of the steps it's going to take to get to the end, then that's what it means. All right. So right now the next thing is we are trying to actually display the question during the timer. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Display question during the timer. Just as a review, we're swapping between questions here. So what we need to do, let's see. We can make a computed. So let's see. Active question. So let's set active question. Let's see. I wonder if you can change. Let's see if you can change active computed change computed property. Let's see. Computed caching versus methods. You may notice we can achieve the same result. Instead of computed property, we can define a function for the end result. Computer properties are cached based on the reactive dependencies. The computed property will only reevaluate when some of its reactive dependencies have changed. This means as long as a message has not changed, multiple access to the... Oh, huh. So if there's a dependency that needs to be reactive, or a dependency that is reactive, then once that dependency changes, the computed property will change. So let's think this through, guys. We're trying to set an active question. What is a computer purpose? So observe and react to data changes in the view instance watch properties. When you have some data that needs to change based on some other data, it's tempting to overuse watch, especially if coming from your JS background. However, it is often a better idea to use a computed property rather than an imperative watch. Wait. Let's see. Set. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, well, I think a computed property makes sense here. So what we're gonna do here, guys, bear with me here as I plan this out and I think through this. We want to show the active question. So on initial, let's see. I need to set active question unmounted. This dot active question equals let's see. I'm gonna base it off of the maybe it should not be a computed property. So let's not leave it that. Let's put it up here. This dot active question. And we'll set it to, oh, not this dot. I don't know what I'm thinking here. How are we doing in the chat here, guys? How's everybody doing today? I really appreciate you guys joining today. We are having some fun here. I'm definitely having fun. Are you guys having fun? How are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? How's your day going? All right. Active question needs to be null. Okay? And then on mounted, we don't want to do anything. On start trivia, we want to set the first question, this dot active question equals what? What do we want to set the active question to? And guys, I'm wondering if we need to bump up the timer to 15 seconds. And up here, we're going to set let timer equal 15. Yeah. Let off timer equal 7. Okay, that sounds about appropriate. So what we need to do here is we need to do set this dot timer to off timer, and this dot timer to timer. Let's see. And then we also need to initialize this timer to timer. I don't know if that's actually gonna work because we need to look at this up here. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. Let's see. Am I missing something here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so active question. We want to set this to this dot trivia 0. Okay, we want to take the first question, guys. We want to display that question as soon as you hit the start trivia. So let's come back up here, and instead of looping through each of this, we're just going to comment this out. Actually, let's comment this out. Not the timer. We want to leave the timer. Why that's there. And then, oh. Whoa. Okay, that's why. Okay. All right, so guys, what I'm thinking here is we need to, we're basically what we're doing is we're going through and commenting out what we have there previously to do every single question. Instead, we're just gonna do a single question. So let's see. Div class equals trivia container, and we'll put a trivia question inside there. Do a class equals as background light, and we'll also do a p5 just to copy the styles that we had before. Finish that off. We're also going to pass in trivia equals active question. Okay. Now, guys, what this is gonna do is at least it's going to display the first. Oh, and we need to make sure we're actually running the project here. I think. Go ahead and refresh this here. Yeah, here we go. All right. And again, guys, welcome to the stream. Having a little fun here, doing some next stuff, some next level stuff. Yeah, this is next level. All right, so that's why there is no trivia page. There's a trivia page. So if I hit start question or start trivia, it should show the very first question. Boom, guys, we got it. All right, we got this. So the next thing we're gonna do, and what we'll do here is we'll do a div class equals it trivia JSON. We're just gonna finish this off here just because it's kind of bothering me if not. And in here we'll do a v if equals trivia dot length. And then we'll also do a and actually now that I'm thinking about it, guys, maybe we should make that a computed property. Trivia. What are we gonna do? We're going to first start with copy that up here. Let's go ahead and put that in up here. Trivia. So we're grabbing the trivia, setting it up. Let's see. Sometimes I lose my train of thought. How are we doing again? Again, how are we doing, guys? Everybody doing okay in the chat there? Okay. So basically, we're setting, or we're gonna return, but we need to make this async. No, we cannot do asynchronous. Let's see. Actually, we're not gonna make this async. We are, because that's a promise. We'll just. No, I know. We are gonna make this async. Let's actually save that. See what happens. Refresh this page. Mounted. I bet we're gonna get an error here. Yeah. Okay. Trivia is already defined in the data. Oh, need to comment that out. We're just kind of going through and making sure we move that into. Let's see. That should right away give us. It does not. And that's because I put a v-if here because we're trying to access trivia before. Yeah. Okay. So object promise. What if there's no way to pipe async that, and I don't really want to because. Can I await it? Is there a way to await? Okay. So let's see. Do that. I'm thinking that this is not necessarily how we should be doing this here. Let's see. Anybody have thoughts in the chat there? Basically, I'm just trying to make trivia happen on. Here's what we'll do. Let's just go put it all back. We're gonna await that. And then we're going to set the first active question. And then on there, we're going to add that. So I wish there was a way to make it a reactive. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. All right. So let's actually do this. Let's make a async get trivia. No, we don't really need that because we can just do a prepare trivia. So it grabs the trivia. Let's see. This trivia. There's no reason to not do this in the mounted. This dot trivia equals null. Okay, so we want to set that to null once the timer is up. Let's actually set this to 1 so we can test it real fast here. And then we also put a if this dot trivia. And actually what we'll do is we'll do if not this dot trivia. Meaning if it has a length of 0, actually we need to say dot length. There. Okay. Refresh the page there, hit start trivia. Okay, that gave us a error. Let's see, check for failed prop trivia. Let's see. Console.log trivia. This dot trivia. Okay, timer. Go ahead and console log that. So as soon as we hit start trivia, we'll be throwing an error. But we did get a trivia back, and then invalid prop type check failed for prop trivia. We'll do a v if equals active question. Let's see, so we should have been passing in the active question as the trivia thing. Can't be properties category. So where's the error here? We got rid of that. What if we just comment this out? Does that still throw an error when we hit start trivia? Does not. But at least we can do this. We can wait 15 seconds. Take a look at this real fast here. Apologize. All right. So it did that. So once this 2 seconds, 1 second, 7 seconds. So once the 7 seconds is up, we also need to initialize. Let's see what happens here, guys. Once I hit 0, okay, so it keeps reverting back to 7 seconds. For some reason. Take a look here. Okay. So let's see. Questions remaining is greater than 0. Did we subtract the questions remaining? Questions remaining minus. Questions remaining is 1. I apologize, guys. I will be right back. I gotta go take care of my daughter. She's... All right, I apologize about that, guys. I am back. How's it going? All right. Kind of finished jumping in here. Let's see. We were having an issue where it's counting. So there's a couple different issues here. Number one, let's actually go to the bottom of the page here. Fix timer issue. Number two, fix mounted trivia error. Okay, let's first work on. We'll tackle these one at a time here. Let's first start with fixing the timer issue. So this timer is greater than 0. Let's see. What's happening here is, for some reason, is not triggering. This questions remaining is greater than 0. Else clear interval. So, we stored that. We should be clearing the interval. Delete that. Let's see. Let's see how many times this actually fires. Go ahead and hit start. We've got 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I know you guys can't see it, so bear with me here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That should hit clear interval. Okay. For some reason, it's not even able to get to that. So, it could be because this questions remaining is still greater than 0. Let's actually just console.log this questions remaining. Let's see what's actually happening here. Go ahead and hit start. You can see it's counting down. Let's come back over here and see it should have said 1. Oh, this is happening every single time, which is fine. So it should change to, maybe the problem is that this is not. You know what, guys? This needs to go to here. There we go. I think that was the problem. Let's hit start. Let's try it again, guys. I think the problem was that I just had that in the wrong spot. So let's watch the countdown here. It's going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it should go to 7. And then, wait a minute. What? Now we got an error. Okay, can I read on reading length? Trivia view, line 17. Oh, we need to initialize it back to... that was stupid. That was really dumb. Should have turned that, set that as that. Okay, refresh the page, hit start. You know what? Let's set this to 3 seconds so we don't have to keep watching it. Start, 3, 2, 1, and then it should go to 7, 6. Whoa, okay, so something else is weird there. Interval cleared. Oh, okay. Greater than or equal to 0. Okay. We hit start. So that should just get us there. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then it should go to 7. Okay. Something's wrong here. Greater than or equal to 0. And it should not have cleared the interval, but for some reason it cleared the interval. Okay, oh. What? That was weird. So let's see. Resetting the timer. Okay, that shouldn't have mattered, but. Okay. 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 7, 6, 5. Okay. So we do actually still want it to be that, but the problem here is that it's, oh man, we do need to have that in the other one over there, because we don't want to subtract a question until oh, okay. No, it needs to be if timer, if this dot timer. But yeah, that's just resetting it, so that should be fine right there. So the problem is that, see what's happening here, guys, is that it's hitting 0, going to 7, and then leaving. And that's because now that it detects that there are no more questions remaining, what I don't want to set it to is, hey, what's up, JR Gaming 9898? Thanks for joining us today. We are slowly but surely working our way through this trivia. So I've got a timer just to kind of show off to you what's going on here. We have a timer that once you hit start timer, it starts counting down. I don't know, I gotta refresh the page here. Still kind of working out some of the kinks. But once you hit start timer, it counts down. Just pretend that said 10 seconds. Now the bug here is that as soon as it hits that 7, it removes everything because I am clearing the interval right here. But I shouldn't be clearing that until it's... Anyways, that's the bug that I'm working on currently. How's your day going? How are you doing today? Seven is cursed, yes. 7 is cursed indeed. Although I thought 6 was the cursed number. Maybe I should change it to a 6. I'll just change it to a 6 just because that's the cursed number. Maybe hopefully when I change it back to a 7, it'll work. 13, yes, you're right. 13, yep. 13 it is. Yeah, so yeah, did you have a good day at work today? I was talking about one of my dreams that I had a couple days ago, a little bit earlier in the stream. It was pretty wilding. It was yeah, it was kind of like something out of a fantasy book where there's like this guild, and the founder who achieved immortality, but nobody knows him anymore because it's been so long since he founded the guild. He was wandering around and he was trying to help people. That was all that he does in life anymore. Or really, there's not much known about him. I don't have this fully fleshed out into a story, but anyways, he finds somebody who needs him. He tries to help them, but the guild interferes. And they don't know who he is, and then he basically teaches them who they should be again, and then he goes and helps the person. Anyways, it was really, really weird, and but it was actually really intriguing at the same time. So good times. And how's the gaming going? What did I take right before falling asleep? I know. I took nothing. I had, you know what? Maybe it's this tea. I have been drinking this tea recently. It is chamomile lavender tea, and it's supposed to relieve stress and help you to sleep better. But I guess really it's helping me to dream better because, you know. And honestly, I didn't mind it. It was actually refreshing because, you know, a lot of times in my dreams, I know, wizard dreams. A lot of times in my dreams, like, the randomest things happen. There's no storyline whatsoever to it. But this dream was actually, I don't know, it was nice because, like, the founder, who actually kind of felt like he was me, because I was in the character of the founder of the guild or whatever, the lone traveler, and I was helping people, and I don't know, it just kind of felt good. I do write them down, and that's actually one of my, so the thing is, that was something I noted earlier, is I do need to write these down. I know. I had this idea, kind of jumping onto a different train here, but I had this idea to create an app called Ideate. And in that app, I would be able to write down all of my ideas, and like if there were some that needed to be connected, I could connect them, and then I could just kind of start fleshing them out and building them out. But I never got around to actually making that. So that's on my to-do list of making an app called Ideate and letting me be able to work through it. The cool part was that it kind of reflected a book that I'd been reading a while ago, a series called The Stormlight Archives. Some of my favorite book series, but I haven't been listening to it for a while, so maybe something from my memory was dragged up. I don't know. But anyways, if you guys haven't read that series or whatever, definitely go check it out. It is such a good series. They have a bunch of books out. I think they have like 5 or 6 books out now. I think 5. Rhythm of War just came out, but they also have some novellas, which are just smaller books of the Stormlight Archives. But it's set in this huge universe called the Cosmere, and there's all these other kind of books too. Have any of you guys ever read any of the Stormlight Archives? Oh yes, Percy Jackson. Yeah, I've read quite a few of those. So the Percy Jackson books, those were books that, have you ever read books where you pick up a book, you start reading it, and then you just can't put it down? It's not even that it's like that well written or anything, but it's just, the story is so fascinating to you that you can't put it down, and you end up reading it through the entire night, and you read the entire thing all through the night, and you don't sleep. Like, I've had that happen several times to me. It's pretty fun, actually. But yeah, that was one of those books, Percy Jackson. The first one, I think, was one that I picked up, and I started reading it, and I just read it the entire night long. And actually, you know, it was only a couple years ago that I actually read it, so yeah. Ah, so your computer, that's right. Yeah, you're getting a new computer. That's awesome. You pretty excited about that? It's let's see, it's the NZXT or NXDVT or however you say that, mini M1 H1 MH1 or M1H, I don't remember, something like that. That's awesome though, dude. That's so exciting. I bet that'll really help your stream. Yeah. Yeah, that's so exciting. Well, hey, congrats, man. And yeah, sorry about not being able to find that monitor. I don't know where that went. I thought for sure I had it. Maybe I gave it to someone at some point. I don't remember. Yeah. Well, you really need to get a nice monitor. So, okay, guys, and I've been meaning to update my about down in the bottom of my about page, or you can see it right below the stream right now. You'll see that I have a gear panel, my gear panel that I haven't filled out yet, and I need to sit down at some point and fill out all of my gear. But what I have going on right here, guys, is I have a monitor over here, a monitor here, and a monitor over here. So I've got 3 monitors. Now, that's really conducive to my work. I work as a web developer, so I'm constantly looking back and forth. So you'll see me like looking all the way over here, looking over here, looking over here. I've got a 32-inch right here in front of me, a 27-inch over here, and a 21-inch over here. And they're all 2 of them are DisplayPort and 1 of them is HDMI. So, what do you guys normally run? I know JR Gaming. I know you're trying to get a monitor. Yeah, you really need to upgrade your monitors and use at the very least HDMI. Otherwise, you're not going to get a good refresh rate, and that can kind of hinder your gaming a little bit. My 2 monitors over here they run at 144 hertz, so they're pretty fast refresh rate. It's great for gaming. I was a little bummed. So this one right in front of me. Like I said, it's a 32-inch, but it's an LG. I don't remember the model number, but it's got great refresh rate. It's really big and nice, but the only problem with it is that it's not the color definition. The black is not as black as it could be. So like the dynamic range isn't as high as my 27-inch, which is over here, which consequently is actually more expensive. My 27-inch honestly probably should be my main one, but I like having the big one in front of me. And then sometimes I'll game off of my 27-inch. So, and then I have a 60-inch desk here that has a mouse pad top, which is really handy, especially because I like to have lots of room for my mouse, because I'm more of like an arm mover than a wrist mover. But yeah, that's kind of my setup. And then I have like a monitor stand that has 2 monitors on arms over here, and then my other monitor on another stand by itself. But yeah, what do you guys normally run? You guys have nice setups at all? Rate my setup, I guess. And honestly, I probably need to go get some more of this tea. I mean, based on how how trippy it made my dreams, it was kind of nice. Not trippy, I shouldn't say trippy. But that was kind of trippy. It was a good dream though. It was a good dream. All right. So guys, jumping back over here, unless you guys want to talk about your computer setups anymore. The error that we're having is that it's not really showing an error here, but basically it's triggering a problem. And you can see I'm actually logging chat here. I probably should just turn that off. Let me go turn that off first. I believe it's over here in the TMI .js, which is, not seeing it. Oh, there it is, middleware. So yeah, let's see. Console.log. Oh, maybe it's not. Let's go over here and check it out. Console.logs. No, it's not objectives. Maybe it's... Oh, maybe I don't... Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What the... What's that all about? I don't see any... Is it catching an error? Is that the problem? Somebody say something in chat. Okay, so it's catching an error. I believe that's the problem. Yeah, it's catching an error in there. But it's not error, it's not throwing it as an error. Console.error. It's just, that's weird. I'm just gonna kind of delete that because we don't really need that. All right, so that should change it. So let's try one more thing in chat here, guys. Okay, that didn't change it. So hold on one second, guys. Guys, I'm gonna go turn on a movie for my kids real fast. I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. This is really strange. We're connecting. Let's check this out here real fast on a EMI Connect console log. Somewhere in here. It's console logging. I don't know what's going on here, guys. It's just kind of weird. So we're looking over here. I don't want... Does it just automatically in it? Yeah. So I'm not going to use issue form. In my case, I don't want to log every single chat message in my log. Maybe there could be level options that... Oh. Debug true. So let's check this out. Debug is true. Yeah, guys. There we go. That's the problem right there. All right, let's try that again. So if I run this and we hit test. There we go, guys. Yep. Okay, so we figured that out. I apologize about that. A little bit of a detour there. What were we talking about? The problem here is that we're checking this dot question remaining is greater than 0, but as soon as it hits this, it subtracts. Maybe. Oh, no, this is actually functioning exactly how we want it to function. We just want to do this instead. So let's see, 3, 2, 1, and then it should count down from 7, or really 13 because we made 13 be the off timer number. Once it hits 0 here, guys, will it throw an error? Question. So guys, we want to stop it from showing the timer again. V if equals active question let's try this again here. I think if we put an active question there, and let's just set these to 3 and 5 maybe. That way we can just kind of test it a little bit faster here. We should actually be doing this in a toggle. We should be setting... Okay, so let's actually... All right, yeah, and guys, we're actually at the end of our time here, so I'm going to throw these into Trello as bugs. Where I left off, adding comments, setting up timer toggle questions. Okay, so let's actually add another comment. Fix timer issue. Clearing interval for last answer section. And then we will also fix the mounted trivia error. All right, guys. Well, that's it for our stream. I do really appreciate you guys joining. We had a pretty good time here. Thanks JR Gaming 9898 for chatting there. I really appreciate it. And you guys take care. Thanks again.